What in the glitch is going on?
I'm just trying to cut sponges. And they will not... What the fuck? It's magic. Like, please. Please go back into the box.
I just want some water, bro.
Showcase, and I was just shopping in the Squishmallow section, and tell me if I'm insane, but I was looking at these Hello Kitty Squishmallows, and this one right here is literally moving. Look at this. Is anyone seeing this right now?
I don't know, dude. I was.
Yo, the sky is fucking blue! And then it turned off! No!
So, I was walking through here, and whenever you get right here, you can see something fucking behind me. I don't know, I feel like I need to go to the doctor, but like, I'm constantly just like nauseous, and I don't really know why. Like, I have tried to...
Go. Just go. Breathe.
Yeah, these movies are fucked. These horror movies aren't for everybody, but if you love depraved, brutal shit, then you can watch these for free on Tubi. Chained is about this mother and son who get kidnapped by a taxi driver played by Vincent D'Onofrio. Fast forward 10 years later, this child is still kidnapped and chained in this man's home. Vincent D'Onofrio is fantastic here. This is a rough watch for sure, but the ending had my jaw on the floor. Now, The Seasoning House is about this group of young girls who get kidnapped and forced to work in a brothel that serves the local military. Again, trigger warnings galore. This one gets absolutely brutal, but it doesn't get much more brutal than The Girl Next Door. This is a movie based on the true story of 16-year-old Sylvia Likens, and I hate this bitch with my entire heart. What she does to this young girl is absolutely sickening. Now, who's watching Oliver is unforgettable. Oliver and his mother have this very weird relationship. They have these weekly Zoom calls, and the things that she makes Oliver do on these Zoom calls is absolutely horrific. Yes, this one is rough, trigger warnings galore, look into them. And trust me, it's weird when I say this one does wind up being kind of a beautiful love story. But still, Jesus Christ. And then there's grotesque. What do I say other than this film is absolutely fucked? Simply put, this couple is out on a date, they get kidnapped, and when they wake up, this motherfucker right here, let the torture begin. Just brutal.
On April 16 of 2023, at around 12 a.m., a man named Jacob wakes up to a strange noise outside his room. Trembling with fear, he gets out of bed and encounters something that leaves him extremely unnerved. Now, not too long ago, I featured a video from Jacob, who you may remember as the man who inherited an old house and a creepy clown doll that both belonged to his grandmother. The clown doll, known as Jeffrey, scares him. Because of this, he keeps Jeffrey locked up in a separate room away from him. But then one night, something happens that spooks Jacob out of his mind. It's close to midnight when a loud bang wakes him up. He hears a couple more noises before suddenly realizing that the sounds are coming from the room next to his where the clown doll was put. What happens next scares the living daylights out of him. Take a look.
I just heard banging.
As Jacob checks the room where the sounds were coming from, a loud noise is heard from downstairs. He looks nervously down the staircase when suddenly the sound of footsteps going up the stairs is heard. Yet, as he looks closely, no one appears to be there. He then quickly turns around to see the door opening slowly, showing Jeffrey, whose head is now in a different position. Initially seen facing the wall, the clown is now staring at the door. Jacob quickly ends the video here and locks himself in his room until the following morning. After this night, he was absolutely certain that Jeffrey was haunted. Afraid it might happen again or something worse may occur, he decides to move Jeffrey into the basement.
Another update. I think I'm definitely going to be moving Jeffrey. Like, with whatever happened last night, I don't want him near me. I'm going to be putting him in the basement, so I'm going to follow up. This is the results so far. I'm going to leave him here for now, but I think I'm going to put a camera here. Jeffrey's still here, so we're gonna see if there's anything I miss.
Now, unlike before, Jacob will keep an eye on Jeffrey by placing a security camera in front of him. If anything happens, he'll be notified immediately via a notification sent by the camera. Fast forward to a few nights later, and he's notified of movement inside the basement. He checks the camera's live feed and sees that the camera is moving side to side. Now, this didn't alarm him, as he forgot that the heater on which the camera was placed on top has a timer that turns it on and makes it oscillate. The heater had simply turned on during this time. But as he continues to watch, something happens that terrifies him to his core. Watch. As the camera oscillates from side to side, the clown's arm eerily moves on its own. Seconds later, the light bulb blows out in a loud explosion, making the basement completely dark. Following that, a strange voice is heard whispering something that's hard to make out. Not much else happens after this, but everything that happened before was enough for Jacob to decide that Jeffrey should remain locked up in the basement. Jeffrey continues to be recorded in case he moves again. For now, no further updates have been posted by Jacob, but until then, this video remains a mystery.
Things like right behind me.
Don't you feel that?
No, I feel what?
Cold. Holy shit. Fuck. Riley, what? What? God damn. Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
Believe what you see done.
This movie is so fucked up that I can't even show you any of the trailer, but if you're looking for something demented, offensive, and sickening to watch for spooky season, I got you. I'm Chuck. I'd love to be your movie guy. Hit that like and follow button, and this is Hanger. Listen. Hanger goes hard. This is a B-level rated movie that I absolutely love because it's a revenge story like no other. And it is now currently playing on Cranked Up TV, uncensored and uncut. And this movie is about a prostitute that runs into her pimp, has an impromptu abortion in a back alley with a coat hanger. They throw the baby in the dumpster, but the baby is found and raised as the kid named Hanger, who comes back for revenge. What a premise to a fucking movie. Listen. This movie goes hard, it's crazy, it doesn't have the best acting or anything like that, but if you love extreme movies, you have to put Hanger on the list, and I'm serious, I couldn't even show you any of this trailer because it's so wild. You can go watch Hanger right now, uncensored, unfiltered, and uncut on Cranked Up TV if you want to start off spooky season in a fucked up way.
On September 20th, 2025, a video surfaced on the dark web. That day, an Indian influencer and two of his closest friends walked down to the train tracks near their town. His plan, to film a TikTok that he swore was going to blow up. His friends told him it was a terrible idea, too dangerous, too reckless, but he laughed it off, grinning, saying this would make him look unstoppable. So the three of them waited. Minutes later, the faint rumble of a train echoed in the distance. The steel tracks began to vibrate, the sound growing louder, closer, heavier. The influencer stepped forward. He wasn't standing directly in front of the train, just close enough that it would look terrifying on camera, or so he thought. With a cocky smirk, he raised his hands high and screamed at his friend, "Record this." And that's where the nightmare begins. On camera, he's smiling, hyped, screaming in excitement as the train barrels toward him. And guys, in a split second, the train slams into his head at full speed. His body drops instantly, limp, lifeless, like a ragdoll tossed to the ground. Guys, he had misjudged the distance by mere inches. One of his friends, panicking, grabs his body and tries to shake him awake. The other keeps filming. The video cuts there. Later, paramedics arrived, but it was too late. He never woke up. Guys, if you want to watch the full uncut video of the Indian guy getting hit by the train, then join my Discord server. Brah! To get access is very simple. Just click the Patreon link in my bio, join any paid tier, and I'll personally send you the Discord server link. Brah!
他一直引我过去的，他一直引我啊！哎，那什么东西啊？那是 相信，我不相信，我不相信，我不相信他的。第几个？第几个？第几个？叫他的名字。มาเซโลดิเบนไว้มาสิปูเบนไว้มาสิปูเบนไว้
I've only ever managed to sit through this documentary once, and of all the upsetting or disturbing documentaries I've watched, this is one that always stands out in my mind. It's not a graphic documentary.
Harry Potter would have been put to death.
But it is deeply upsetting. My name is Rakeem. I love documentaries, and this is Jesus Camp.
Now you go somewhere and pray and you start doing something.
So I want to start this video off by saying that I fundamentally believe in anybody's right to believe in what they want to believe in, but there has to be limits to what we impose on our children. This documentary came out in 2006 and it focuses on this evangelical Christian summer camp. The camp is called Kids on Fire and it's led by this woman called Becky Fisher. The documentary follows several children as they are being taught that they are the new generation of fundamental evangelical Christians, and taught or being told that they are warriors of God. They're being taught that they must dedicate their lives to God's army. They're being taught that evolution isn't true and Harry Potter is inherently evil, as well as, you know, introducing them really young to the darker side of politics. Kids are being shown crying, speaking in tongues and having emotional breakdowns due to emotional and religious pressure. The documentary is so hard to get through because it shows us quite obvious exploitation of children's vulnerabilities. Kids as young as 6 or 7 are being pressured into making these lifelong ideological commitments. Manipulation tactics like emotional music or peer pressure, guilt, shame, repression, suppression, and the suppression of critical thinking. These kids are being told to not question and simply obey this as the absolute truth. And we can literally see the loss of childhood innocence throughout this documentary. The power of this documentary is it doesn't give us any commentary or narration. We are left to make up our own mind. We just see what's happening. And while this is an excellent documentary, it is inherently upsetting and hard to watch.
I'm having a hard time.
I have a question. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Right? It's got like little wings or whatever. I saw it, I thought it was like a flower petal, but clearly it's not.
Found this crispy fucking thing in the yard. What is that? Is that a fucking squirrel?
The most obvious Fae trap I have ever seen.
I'm gonna go touch it.
No, Maria, you're gonna get kidnapped.
Don't step in it. No. You step around it.
So what I will do though is make an offering. Do the fairy ring. Do the fairy ring. Set it right in the middle.
God, look at these big ass mosquitoes here! Yo, what the fuck? Big ass mosquito!
Don't turn the lights off.
fuck is that? The fuck is that in the woods? Hello?
In just 15 seconds, this user captured something terrifying. A pair of glowing red eyes peering through the woods. Some say it's just an owl, but others say it's him, the red-eyed man. A creature whispered about in Appalachian folklore, said to lure the curious into the trees, never to be seen again. The comments exploded. Some joked it was just Groot. Others screamed for the door to be closed. But listen again. Right before he says hello, there's a soft rustling, like leaves being disturbed, but nothing moves. And that's what makes this so chilling, because if it were an animal, it would have run, but it just stands there, silent, staring, waiting. Viewers swore they saw a head shape, maybe even a smile. And some believe this wasn't an animal at all, but a demon known in Filipino lore as the Kapre, a massive tree-dwelling shadow that only shows its eyes at night.
The fuck is that?